Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Twilight Princess. In the last episode, we began our search for the Twilight bugs here in Kakariko Village, and in this episode, we are hopefully going to conclude that whole quest. So now we're just going to jump down here, we're just going to crawl into this house, and most of the bugs are actually going to be inside of these houses, the majority of them, and usually you'll have to use some means of, you'll have to be pretty cunning if you want to find out how to get into these houses. You can't just walk in through the front door because you're a wolf. And here he is, right there. Except you beat me. Alright, there we go. And I believe there's just one in this house. Oops, oh god. No, that's actually the exit. Where, there we go. Alright, now I can actually prove that these things restore your health. See? I had a half a heart before that. Alright, so that's the bug in this house. Let's get out of here. And I don't know, we haven't really run into anything too difficult yet. And I'm hoping that I don't forget how to get into one of these houses, because I do sometimes. I don't know, there's one up here. I believe you just have to smash through this guy's window or something. Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. No, this one you have to fall through the roof. Alright, and in this one, you probably just have to move this crate to the side or something like that. Yep. And there we go. Another one. Wow. Thanks. Cool, Miyamoto. Spreading out these bugs. Just to make all this effort just to go in one house, and then I only get one bug. Cool. And I just realized that I still haven't explained to you why my monitor and my computer are one and the same. Well, so basically, what happened, I figure I might as well explain it other than just talking about these bugs and how to get inside all these houses, because you could probably tell just by watching. But basically, what happened was, I may or may not have, you know, dropped my laptop in a somewhat violent manner, or not. Not really. I don't know. I don't want to make it sound like I just got pissed and threw my laptop, because that is definitely not what happened. But I did sort of drop my laptop. Not really though. Well, fuck you. But anyway, I don't know. It wasn't like a bad drop or anything, because nothing happened to my laptop after I dropped it. The screen was still intact. There weren't any cracks or anything. Smashed through this guy's window. But I didn't smash my laptop through some guy's window. No, I'm just saying that Link, you know, he was the person who was doing the window smashing, not me. So anyway, there appeared to be no immediate damage to the laptop, but I have another problem with my laptop where sometimes it something happens with the sound. And the only real way to fix it is to just turn off my laptop to get it to work again. I don't know, the sound gets really quiet. And it's not a big problem, it doesn't happen that often, but it does happen sometimes. And I usually just solve it by resetting my laptop. And so I had the problem, I don't know, maybe a few hours after I originally dropped my laptop, so I just decided to restart my laptop, you know. And what happened after that was I got a wonderful, wonderful, colorful screen as soon as the computer booted up. And since then, no matter what I've done on my computer, I haven't seen anything besides a variety of colored lines. So my laptop has basically at this point lost all of its portability, because not only does the keyboard not work, but also the screen doesn't work, so I have to hook it up to my TV with a plug. And when I hook it up to my TV, it looks fine. The picture's great and everything. So I have to switch between my Pinnacle Studio screen and the actual game screen. Huh? What did you do? What do you think I did? I lit this house on fire. Yes, Link gets to burn down houses. Oh my god, that is a giant flare of fire. But yes, you do need to get out of the house before it burns you alive, and you will die if you don't get out on time, I'm pretty sure. But since the hole to crawl out of is right there, there's really no excuse to get caught in that explosion. I don't know. I mean, unless you're like me and you press A too early and you dive into the hole you're trying to get through, or the door you're trying to open, instead of crawling through it or opening it. I don't know, because I do that a lot, as I'm sure you've noticed. And this is a lot easier than I was making it out to be. I mean, it's obviously a little more challenging than Faron Woods, and I have beaten this game probably like a handful of times. At least I've beaten this segment. I don't know, I may have stopped once I got to the later part of the game, but I've definitely beaten this part quite a few times. But the first time, I did have a little trouble figuring things out. Now, this, let's see, how do I, oh, let's break these pots, I guess, yeah. But, as I was saying, this should be our last, alright, cool. This should be our last bug in Kakariko Village. And then we're probably gonna, or we're definitely gonna have to go up Death Mountain, where we'll find a few more bugs, just the remaining 3. And that will bring our wolf segment to a close. Probably, now that I think about it, it actually may be quicker than the first wolf segment, because, I mean, the Faron Woods part was pretty quick, but you also have to keep in mind that before that you had the whole Hyrule Castle and like, tutorial segment. So, depending on whether or not you consider it a part of your whole... Well, you should, because you don't change into a human between when you first turn into a wolf in Hyrule Dungeon, or when you first awake as a wolf in Hyrule Dungeon, and when you finish that whole segment after you get all the Tears of Light. So if you consider that all one segment, then this part really is a lot shorter. But we'll get plenty of playtime as Wolf Link in the next segment, and after that, we'll still also be able to play as him a bit, though fortunately we won't be forced to play as him, and when we do have to play as him, it won't be nearly as much. So just travel up Death Mountain. Right now it's easy because the Gorons cannot see you, but when they can see you, they're quite aggressive, and they do not like trespassers on their mountain, and that's really all I have to say about that. Now, take note of that glowing statue. You really should not miss this glowing statue, because if you do miss it, then you won't be able to come back and get it. These things are only available to you while you're playing as Wolf Link, so if you don't do this now, you'll have to come back later. Either while you're either in the next Wolf segment, or after that, you do get the ability to you do have the opportunity to go back and get it through means that I will not spoil. But basically, you have to play the song that's shown, like it's kind of demonstrated to you, and then you have to just kind of memorize it. But if you if you look, I have a cheap little trick to just like know where you're supposed to, where the notes you are supposed to hit are. And this is probably the closest thing you're gonna get to having some sort of instrument to play in this game. Yeah, but it's not that complicated. There are only 3 different notes you can hit. But I really like how they take some songs from previous Zelda games and they integrate them into these parts of the game where you have to play songs with these statues. And if you didn't notice, this is how you actually get these wolves to appear in different spots on the world map, and then you talk to them as a human. That's what he means by take sword in hand, and then you can learn a new skill. So that's basically the process for learning new abilities. And it'll also, of course, show you on your map where that is, and this is, of course, in Ordon, I believe. Yes. So make sure you remember to go there once you turn back into a human. Even though there's no real convenient way to get there until we get a certain friend back, and there's actually a bug here that I almost missed. So dig that up. But I really do like how they incorporate songs from previous games. A lot of the good ones too. Like they started right off the bat with the Song of Healing, and that is a swell theme. It's probably actually one of my favorite themes, or ocarina songs in any Zelda game, or in any. Well, it's probably one of my favorite instrument songs, I should say, in any 3D Zelda game. So just watch for these billowing towers of steam as you make your way up. Okay. For a second, I thought I was going down the mountain for a second. Yeah, for a second. And I was starting to get worried. Just a little bit that I was doing something stupid, as I often do. And now we encounter some shadow beasts, so we get a nice warp spot. And now just figure out which ones you gotta take care of. There are 2 over there, and then another one over here. So just 3. Nope, there's one over there too. I didn't even kill him. Alright. Well, he's kind of caged out, so I think it's pretty self-explanatory that you need to kill this guy first. Otherwise, he'll just revive the other ones. Now, I guess this guy's kind of a loner too, so I'll kill him. And these 2 kind of seem to like each other, so I'll take them at the same time. Even though there's a split second between when I hit the second one. And there, another pointless Shadow Beast battle. Nice. And I don't know when it's supposed to happen, but there is eventually going to be just a giant column of magma that's just going to descend from the sky and nearly murder us. But we're actually going to need to use that later on. I don't know, that may be when you come back as adult or human Link. I'm not too sure. Either way, we need to scale this mountain. Or at least part of it, with the help of Midna. No, this is actually going backwards, I think. Yes. Alright, and actually, that's the last shadow bug thing. So, by the end of this episode, we will have all the shadow bugs. Just watch out for that, because that steam thing, because it will push you, it will knock you down. Just watch out. Avoid any unnecessary frustration. And just climb up here, and I think the shadow bug is right over this, this giant wall. So we're good. Oh, fuck. Alright, well, fine. No. These birds are not fucking me over any more than they did in Hyrule Castle. Giving me my first death of the LP. And okay, you know what? Birds have just been making me angry in this entire game. Like, really, I think birds are just the bane of my existence. First, it was that... You're dead now. Now you're just fucking dead. Now you're just dead. Yeah, fucking trumpet get caught in your throat or something. Ugh. But yeah, birds have really been, like, the bane of my existence for this entire LP. I mean, my first death was from a bird, and my second death was also from a bird. So I really have not been getting along with birds very much. Oh, but alas, our final tier of light. I forgot what they were called for a second. Our final tier of light. Light has been restored to the land of Kakariko slash Kakariko, or I meant to say Kakariko, not Kakariko. Kakariko slash Eldin. Because it's not just Kakariko Village, it's also, you know, the whole Eldin province, because, you know, we're also in Canada. Aw, I was just starting to have fun. Don't forget that fused shadow. Hee. See you later. My name is Eldin. I am one of the light spirits of Hyrule. I am the spirit that guards these lands. O great hero chosen by the gods. I feel like I've said that so many times. The dark power you seek lies in the sacred grounds of the proud mountain dwellers. But already those grounds have been defiled, draped in shadow and seeded with evil. You must go to those sacred grounds and cleanse them. Kevin? To get raped. See, Beth, I told you Kevin would save us. Hey Link, do me a favor and stab Mallow. You are the one from Ordon whom these children spoke of. Oh, that was a question. We are well met. I am Renato, shaman of this town. And this is Barnes! This is my daughter, Luda. Get raped, Barnes. He just walks away. I never noticed that. The beast took us and left us to die, but Mr. Renato found us. At first, I couldn't believe they had come from so distant a place as the Ordana province. Yeah, we don't remember much. All of a sudden, everyone was captured, and then until now, it's been like a nightmare. Yeah, Mallow, I'm so cool. Yeah, it was like a terrible dream. We couldn't wake up. Nightmares are everywhere these days. It seems this village has certainly seen its share of recent hardships. The dark beasts attacked. What even worse was the sudden and inexplicable change in the mountain-dwelling Goron tribe. They had long been our friends, but suddenly treated us as foes. Even now, they refuse to permit us entry into their minds. It strains the limits of belief to think that such a gentle and proud tribe could change so suddenly. It makes me wonder if something in those minds is the cause of this change. In any case, you must take these children and flee this village before more nightmares descend. I, of course, cannot leave my village in such a time. There is no telling what may happen to us here. But it is my job to try and coax the Gorons back to their recent change of heart. From their recent change of heart. What the hell? Why did all these kids groan and look at me? That was a little unnecessarily creepy. Well, we've finally regained control of Human Link, and we've gotten all the Tears of Light and all that wonderful, 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 wonderful stuff. So, in the next episode, we're going to begin our quest to find the next fused shadow. So, I am Shady Productions. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.